Right, manifold's now on, bolted up. Now I've got to fit this. This is the flap control motor. You've got to put this back on, because if you don't, and you don't plug it in, the ECU gets confused and it throws up a hissy fit. So I'm going to bolt this on now. 2 bolts, goes down the back of the engine. Get this on. Next job, got to refit diesel pump, high pressure pump. First of all, got to refit this stud that I removed, so I've got to put that back in there, put that on, put the nuts back on, bolt this back into place. So diesel pump's on. Them 3 bolts, hold it on, now on. The next job, I'm going to fit the pulley. Right, okay, got to put the diesel pump pulley back on now. So I've got that in place. There's like a lug hanging out of the casing, so I've got that screwdriver on that. I've got the nut, which is here. Basically what I'm going to do is put a bit of Loctite on that thread to make sure it don't come undone. Ratchet on it. Talking up. 50 Newton meters. There we go, that's on. Right, now next job, got to put the cambelt back on. Got to loop it around the pulleys, basically. Make sure your timing marks all lined up, and then I've got this bolt in here, and there's a flat point on the bottom of the tensioner, which is there. And you've got to lever that tensioner back until this little arm, which is down here, moves and lines up with a hole which is here in the tensioner. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. So put the belt on. we have it. There we go. Right, so belt is now on. Now we've got to rotate it twice to make sure it all stays in line. Make sure the tensioner doesn't drop back off. If it all stays good, I'll torque this up, torque the main tensioner up, and then we're all good to go. So, spin her around. Right, got my torque wrench set to 22 foot-pound on this bolt here, and there we go, it's done up. This one here, idle bolt, I think is 37 foot-pound. Yeah, this one, timing belt eye and the pulley, 37 foot-pounds. Right, and the water pump, if you take the water pump off, these Allen key bolts, 18 foot-pounds to hold the water pump off. You do your water pump change. There you go. Good bit of information there when you're doing your cam belt. Right, next job, got the belt on, side casing, held on by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts. I'm going to put that on now. Right, side casing's on, cam cover. Right, that's the covers on. Right, next what I've got to do is there's a cable down here. I've got to bring this round here, clip this back into this fitting. Right, next job, we've got to put next job, idle pulley. It's got to go back on down the side of the engine, down here. 1, 2, 3. That's it. It's done up. Right, idler pulley's done up. Next job. Right, next one. Tensioner. There's a location lug, hole in the block. It's got to line up, then you bolt it in. Goes down there. Next job, crank pulley. 4 bolts hold it on. There's a hole and there's a pin on the main crank gear. It's got to line up. 4 bolts, torque it up to 18 foot-pound. Get this on now. Right, next job, drive belt. Got to get this on. I've already got the ratchet on there. Pull it this way. Pop the belt over. Boom. Next job, engine mount. There we go. Engine mount's fitted. Push, push, push. Right, got to put the airbox in now. Right here. Got to hook the bottom in first, into there. Push it round and click the side in, and then lock it down. Right, next, got to put this pipe back on. Goes here. Is it here? It goes here. And this basically is the engine gas recirculation. This is where it draws the engine gases back into the head of the turbo. So this has got to go on here. This goes underneath here, like so, into this pipe down here. Next job is got to put this on. Next job goes down the back of the engine. Got to put this on, goes down the back of the engine. Going to relocate the camera, get a better picture. Right, let's do this. Yeah, game on, honey. Right. EGR, putting the EGR on now. 1. EGR's back on. Right, I'm in the process now of fitting the throttle body. I've actually already put it on, put the metal gasket in. I used some of that weld seal again to seal it up. Cleaned all the faces off. Now I'm literally just tightening it up. So I've just got to do this one up. 1, 2, 3. Just give them a little tweak. That's it. Done up. Now what we've got to do is we've got the main power cables here. Water temperature sensor down the side here. Pop that in. Little yellow clip back in place. Like so. Make sure that don't come off. And the last plug. Sure the yellow clips out, which it is. Sits right underneath the throttle body. So it sits right under it somewhere. That's it. Push it until it clips. That one. clip in. Let's have a quick look, make sure that's gone on alright. If it is, because yeah, can't pull it off. That's good, it's on there. That way. Right, bosh, bosh, bosh. Perfect. Right, so that's that. Right, so that's that. Now we've got this breather pipe, which is over in here. Now this goes on there, so through here and on here. It goes on there, it goes on there, that goes on there, goes on there. Right. So that's that top breather hose. Now I've got these couple of clips to do up. Got to do these clips up now. Now what I've used to do these up is I've got a pair of wire snippers, or wire strippers, and I've sharpened them so they're just like two claws. And literally wang them on there, give it a squeeze, get it on square. Boom, simple as that. That's it, that's that. Right, so that's all the breather pipes now done. Next, there's a bolt under here I've got to do up, which is the last bolt. Put that on. Top boost hose has got to go on. And then that's all done there. And then clip this box back into place here. That's all held up nice. That's it. That bolt. Hook the power. It's like a big power pack thing here. Put that back in there. That's that. Pull my bit of tissue out. This here, vac line. That feeds the servo part, the servo. Put this out. Pop that on there. Good position. Right, next, boost hose. Right. Top boost hose is on. That's on. Right, so we're all connected there. Next thing we've got to do, fuel accumulator, pipe it all up, fill it up with antifreeze, got to get the battery in as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition the camera now back over to here, and then refit this fuel accumulator here and reconnect up all the fuel lines. So let's get to work.